Happy December 31st. Happy end of 2023. We have come to the end of another year of creating and gaming and everything else that goes on this channel, but also just another year. We're all another year older. It's the video again where I sit here and kind of just review the year, talk about some things on the channel, talk about some things I think we'll probably get a bit general this year as well, and just kind of talk through the year, send you off until next year where I'll see you for much more gaming, I hope. This year to me has been very up and down. It's been a very roller coaster of a year in personal life, in work life, in YouTube life. It's just kind of been every time I've wanted to settle into a routine, settle into a rhythm, or have thought I am settling into one of said things, it's been broken, it's fallen apart, it's not quite gone the way I wanted. Channel hasn't had as much growth this year as I want, and I do try not to focus on those numbers too much, because the main reason I'm here is because I love doing this. I really enjoy doing it. I love gaming. I love gaming with you guys. I love talking with you guys. I like doing the silly videos we do over Christmas. I like doing the silly videos we do over the year, which I'll talk a little bit more about in a moment. I just enjoy doing that stuff. I love being here. I love creating. I love being here and creating videos for you and also for me, because I also create these videos for myself as well. And sorry, I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder. I'm very vain. So this year has been a bit of probably the year I felt I've missed the opportunities the most, which, like, not that opportunities have come along and I've just been like, oh, well, bye. It's just the way I've been doing things this year has not really lended to the channel growth I want, or doing the things I want to do at the time I want to do them. And sometimes this has had to take the back seat to make space for other things that have come in, which makes sense because this isn't my job as much as I'd like it to be, but I don't do this full time. I do have a full-time job I do as well. This has to fit in around everything else, and if this has to take the back seat for other things, then that's just the way it goes. It's been a year of, I guess, frustration is probably the good word. As I said, personal, work life, and also here as well. Things we missed out on. We didn't do the week of Spook Week, that's what I call it, which we did last year, and I really enjoyed doing that last year. Although I was super behind on that last year, but I did enjoy that, and having those different types of video to do, which is fun and different. And like, for me, it's always a case of finding the thing that's slightly different here to keep this interesting and entertaining. If I'm doing the same thing over and over again and the same grind and the same kind of videos, it does get a little repetitive, a little tedious. And annoyingly, it's not necessarily the filming of the videos, but it's the editing of the videos that's the bit I struggle with the most. And obviously I do everything for the moment. Hopefully in the future that can change, but at the moment it's all me. I do everything here. So yeah, we missed Spook Week. We also missed April Fools, which again was frustrating because it's something I like to do. For me, it's a different kind of video. I just couldn't come up with ideas for April Fools, and Spook Week was missed because I ran out of time. And even the videos of festivity this year, there's been 2 today. And cards on the table, one of those was filmed today. The other one you saw that came out today was filmed yesterday. So it's not even a case of like I filmed them all and just life has gotten in the way and I haven't had a chance to edit them. I haven't had a chance to film them, which is why they're so late. And I had a grand scheme of being like, oh, okay, well then I'll just put them all up a day after from the 15th through the 25th. And as you know, if you watched all the videos of festivity, that didn't happen either. So it's just been a lot of, this year has been also a case of me taking on a lot more than I necessarily have time for, in terms of personal stuff, in terms of not necessarily work, but in terms of personal stuff. Work being the fact that I've taken on things in personal and then work has come in and I've had to do the work over the personal, and then I get backlogged on what I want to do in my personal, and like a snowball effect. I've also been trying a lot to take the pressure off myself this year. So if I wake up going, oh crap, I've got 7 videos I need to record and they've got to be coming out daily, and if I don't get on top of them and I don't do them now, because then I just burn myself out. And then when I burn myself out, I want to take a day off, and then I feel guilty for taking that day off because I didn't really have the time to take that day off, but I needed to take the day off. So I've been trying to feel less guilty about taking time off from this, and doing things I need to do, taking the time I need to take. But at the same time, I just feel like I haven't given enough to this year, and I think that's reflective in the growth of the channel, which is why I mention it. You know, we've had good growth, and we do have some lovely new circuitous here, but it's not as high as I wanted it to be this year. It's not the goal. I always set a goal. I never tell anyone that goal, but I always have a goal by the end of the year, and I very much was in the case of, well, if I do this and if I do that, there's no way I shouldn't hit that goal. And I haven't hit the goal. I haven't hit the goal I wanted to hit this year. So, you know, it's a case of, there's a lot of frustration this year. There's a lot of, I don't end the year necessarily, and like, not proud, because I'm very proud of everything I put out. If I wasn't happy with it, I wouldn't put it out. And some of the video festivity we've done, I think, have been really, really great. And I've really liked how they've come out. And I've been able to do some interesting things with editing, and I'm learning a bit more about visual effects and editing as well. So hopefully that can start to come through in the future in content. But I guess this year just feels a bit meh. Personal and here and everywhere. It just feels very meh. I've had some personal bereavements as well, which hasn't helped. Obviously that has its effect, even though it doesn't seem like it's having an effect on me. It is having an effect on me, just in ways I'm not really necessarily noticing. I've had some down periods this year. I'm sure we all have. So this has not been a great year. I can't think of someone I know actually who said it has. And I've had good moments this year. I've had fantastic moments this year. Hey, there's a new God of War game. How superficial does that sound? But, you know, that was a massive highlight for me this year. And that is coming. More of that is coming. Do not worry. We started that a few days ago. So I think that is the case for me this year. It's very much been a year of, I've started something and not been able to finish it. I've wanted to do something at a certain time. Start Spider-Man 2 when it came out. It's been out for 2 months now. I'm very lucky I haven't seen any spoilers, but I haven't even started that game because I haven't finished Miles Morales. And it kind of gets to a point with some games where, a bit like Miles Morales, I don't think I'm enjoying it as much anymore. And I kind of sit here and go, I know I've got to finish it. I want to finish it. So it's not anyone putting pressure on me to finish it, but there's almost that case of, that's the next game I really have to play. And then it's getting motivation to play that. And if I'm having a slump at that time that I need that motivation, it's incredibly difficult to then find that motivation to do the thing. But Miles Morales will finish like in the first week of the new year. I'm just going to sit down and blat that. I think there's 2 episodes left of, sorry, I bumped the mic. I think there's 2 episodes of that left, which should come out in the new year. We've obviously got God of War, the Valhalla DLC, that's coming out. I'm super excited to play that. I'm also super excited to play Spider-Man 2. That will be following Miles Morales, so that's kind of what you can expect at the beginning of the new year. I think I'm going to stick to just switching from 2 games. So there'll be 2 different games coming out at the same time. Even if new games come out and I'm prioritizing a new game over something else, I really do think I'll just stick to them coming out alternate days or alternate videos to another game. So there's always 2 different things going on. Unfortunately, at the moment, they're both console-based. They're both very, you know, if you like that franchise and you like that gameplay, you're going to want to watch them. But if you don't, you're obviously not. We also have many games now that have been started and aren't finished, and that really bugs me. I had a comment on one of the Half-Life videos the other day going, shame you never finished this, and I read it. I was like, well, I am going to finish it. I just got to a point in that game where I got stuck or that I wasn't enjoying it anymore, and then it's that whole grind again, and it feels like I want to finish it, I want to play it, but I want to play other things more, if that makes sense. And also with the gaming world, there's just always something new to play. Viewfinder came out full 3 months ago, and I saw it come out and I went, yeah, I'll play that. Not now, but I will play it. So that will come if anyone was interested in that and wanted to know. But don't fear the games that are on the channel that aren't finished, bar the Avengers game, because I just don't see the point in going back to that. No one wanted to watch it. I've heard terrible reviews on it and I wasn't enjoying it. So there's just no point in going back to that. But everything else will eventually get finished. Is all I can assure you. I'm just very, very good at taking on too much than I can actually physically do. If I didn't have to sleep, everything would be fine. It's just what the year feels like. It just feels a bit deflated. It just feels a bit... It could have given more and it didn't. That's just what 2023 in general feels like. Hopefully 2024 is a bit better and a bit more giving, let's say. And we can get in better places. I mean, I've got personal goals I want to hit next year. I've got goals on the channel I want to hit next year. And the one thing I'm not going to do is tell anybody, because the minute you tell people, then it becomes pressure to actually hit those goals. And I know there's the discussion of holding yourself accountable, but if you then don't hit those goals because it's out of your control that you don't hit those goals, then it feels worse that you've not hit those goals, if that makes sense. And that's kind of my thinking behind it, my reason for not sharing. All I can assure many more games coming. This is still and will, for the foreseeable future, remain focused as a gaming channel. I know that hasn't been the case December. December went completely off the rails because not only was it December, and December for me is the time I have even more videos than normal to record. We decorated another room in the house, which meant this room was full of crap for ages, which meant I didn't want to be in here because it was very claustrophobic in here. So I wasn't in here recording. I wasn't able to access the other room that was being decorated because it was being decorated. I was kind of stuck downstairs. I wasn't in a good mental health head space at that time because my entire world had kind of been disrupted. I know it sounds really silly, but it really did have quite an effect on me. And that's why things dried up. That's why I got behind with the videos of festivity and other things that I got behind on. And it's just a case of like, I'm not going to say I'm going to hit January 1st and hit that reset button and everything's going to go back and it's going to be a fresh, clean slate, because I don't like to hold that pressure. January's shit enough as it is. I don't like to hold that pressure on me. But what I can assure you, games are coming back. The next games coming will be God of War Valhalla and Spider-Man Morales End going into Spider-Man 2. Videos will be coming out in January, work depending. How frequently those videos are going to come out, I don't know. I really do want to keep up a video a day schedule. But because I do everything, I video, I edit, I work, I have personal commitments as well, it's not necessarily feasible for me to always do that. There have been times during this year we managed to do it. And they were good and that felt great. And I was always like, yeah, if I edit all these videos, I'll do a day of recording and then a full day of editing and I'll be so far ahead. It just never happens. It just never works like that, unfortunately. So I will say definitely videos are coming in January, and we are back to gaming as of January. There won't be any other video types coming out. There will just be gameplay videos like they were before December. I'm not going to commit to how frequently they can come out because I still need to work that out, and I need to, like, the moment I sit here, I don't have any gameplay recorded. I've got nothing recorded. I'd love to have a video come out tomorrow because we had 3 come out today, but I don't think I'll get one out tomorrow. On a personal thing, I just haven't had a day of rest in the Christmas period, so I'm very tired as well. And part of me is like, okay, tomorrow should be the day where I just don't do anything. I just sit in front of a TV, watch a stupid film, or watch something I've watched too many times before and probably fall asleep. December's just been an absolute mind mess. One of not saying the word you all know I was going to say. It's just been, December's been mad. December's been mental, and December's really thrown me off kilter, much more so this year than it has, which I think is slightly tarring my opinion on the year itself. But like, looking back on the channel, we've finished 1, maybe 2. I can think of 2 games I've played to completion and uploaded to completion in this year. Over 12 months. And that just doesn't feel good enough to me. I feel like you guys deserve a little bit more commitment from me than that. So I just need to find striking that balance and making sure you're getting what I think you deserve, whilst also understanding in my own head that this is not a full-time job. This is not the only thing I do, and I have other commitments. So next year is going to be better. I feel it in my bones, and we'll definitely hit my 2023 target in 2024 and hopefully higher. I'm not setting a 2024 target because I didn't hit this one. We're coming up to 5 years doing this next year. May 1st, 2024 is our 5-year anniversary. I would like to do something for that. So hopefully I will have the time to sit and do it. It's just, to be fair, guys, it's just me. I need to sit and really get myself into a bit more of a routine than I have been, because I've not really been in a routine for the last 3 or 4 months. And I travel for work, so sometimes that does throw it off kilter, but at the same time, I need to have some kind of formulaic system in my day, because otherwise I end up not getting up early and not really getting up at all, and then you're just kind of wasting your day and blah, 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 blah. So I need to find a more formulaic day. That's just for me personally, but me finding that structure in my day and, okay, this is my time for editing, and okay, not necessarily my time, because sometimes editing takes much longer than you think it's going to take, right? Depending on what it is. For example, the Die Hard video that came out today, that took me 3.5 hours to edit. And I had to factor in time for that video to re-edit in case I uploaded to YouTube and it got copy claimed, because I was using footage from the film. Because you have to be careful how much you use and how much you use consecutively Otherwise, it just flags you as showing too much. Like, I'm not going to factor in, like, I have 20 minutes to do this and 40 minutes to do that, because I'm not the kind of person that can work to that kind of a rigorous schedule. But I need to be like, okay, in this period of time, I'm going to be doing this. And I'm going to do, or even, I'm going to do this, then this, then this, then this. And that's what I'm going to do today. I just need to get more structure in my day. But I hope you've had a good 2023. And if not, I really do hope 2024 can be better. This year does just feel, I mean, we're ending the year with, I've got a rainstorm going on outside, and wind and heavy wind and lots of rain, and it's just really miserable outside. And it's kind of like, do you know what? That's the perfect weather to cap off 2023. Kind of hoping this one will be a bit more upbeat. This one's also been a bit more, this video review, I think it's been a bit more, less about the channel this year and more about me and just life, which is kind of what I think I want these things to be. I don't necessarily need it to just be, you know, for me, the reason the channel has done what it's done this year, and we've done what we've done on the channel this year, is because of external forces that I can't control, or external things that are nothing got to do with the channel, but are affecting me, which then in turn affects here. Let's just say 5 years next year, game videos coming back in January. We're back to gaming as of the next video I upload, basically, which I know a lot of people will be happy about. I've had some messages like, loving the videos, but are you coming back to gaming? And yes, I am. I know a lot of people come to the channel because of the gaming. That's kind of the idea. It's first and foremost a gaming channel. There was supposed to be gaming videos coming out around the videos of festivity, but as 2 have gone up on the 31st of December, I think we can all agree that something has gone awry in that planning. Hoping for 2024 to be better. Lots of fun things coming in the new year. We will return to some old games as well. Bendy and the Ink Machine, or Bendy and the Dark Revival, that's got to be finished. Little Nightmare's got to be finished. Subnautica Below Zero, I think we've nearly finished that one as well. That's got to be finished. So I'm not going to put down a list. I did a list this time last year of all the games we were going to play this year. And oh, Hogwarts Legacy, we finished that one as well. So there's 3 games we finished. But I made a list of all the games we were going to play this year and all the games we were going to finish this year. And guess what? Barely scratched the surface on that list. So I'm not doing that this year. Just be assured, gaming videos are on the return as of January. As of the first week of January, there will be a new gaming video in the first week of January. That's as harsh as I'm going to commit, and it'll probably be Miles Morales. That is as far as I'm committing to what I'm giving you next. I do really want to play through the original God of War games as well, so that might happen next year if you're interested in that. If not, tough, because I like God of War and I really want to play them. I know the DLC I'm playing at the moment is going to make callbacks to those games. I'm dreading a callback that I don't understand, which is going to happen because I haven't played those games. So we'll be playing those in the new year, probably as well, if I can. Well, I've got them, but I've only got them on PS3. Half-Life as well, because I feel like if I get through that one, then Half-Life 2 is going to be a bit better. Because it's just not really my kind of game. That's another thing I'm finding. I'm finding games that aren't really my kind of game. But I'm a completionist, so I have to finish things off. Do want to finish Bending the Dark Revival. I really do want to finish Subnautica Below Zero as well, because I think we'll do there. We've got some other games that are coming as well. Simulator 3 that came out the end of this year. Did it come out this year? Maybe it came out last year. I don't know. But we played the second one on the channel. We really want to play that. There's some fun AAA games coming out next year that I can't think of off the top of my head. But look, there's just lots of fun things coming. I can only assure you there are fun things coming. Just stay with me. and the next videos will be back to gaming. So that should be good. So before I ramble and repeat myself anymore, 2023, to sum up, bit meh. Not sad to see the end of this one. Looking forward to pastures greener come 2024. I hope you too have had an okay year, at least, if not a great year. I really hope you've had a great year, but if not, at least an okay year. One with some highlights, if it has had some lowlights as well. Like me, I have had I'd call it a mixed year, ups and downs. But have a wonderful new year. I hope however you're celebrating it safely, and you're celebrating it with friends and family and happily. And if you are on your own, I hope me being here and hey, there's a couple of videos of festivity out, and one of them's 40 minutes long. So I hope 2024 starts off with good fortunes for you and all your loved ones for this year. That's it. This is the last video of the year. I will see you all in 2024 for more gaming, fun, and shenanigans. See you soon, guys. Thank you for watching. This is the weirdest video to sign off. I never know how to do it. Goodbye.